Today we're going to be starting our first After Effects CS5 tutorial on the Lethargic Bananas channel. Today what we're going to be going over in After Effects is the bare minimum and the basics. If you're going from iMovie or Final Cut Express or Windows Movie Maker, you are going to be extremely confused with this program. But let me just go ahead and lighten things up for you. So as with normal applications, just click on them and they'll open. Might take a while. I'm using my laptop, not my desktop for this, so might be a bit slow today, but still we should get done because we're not doing anything too heavy. Now when you first open, you're going to see all this stuff, and it might be really confusing to you because there's all this information like audio, it's going to be over here, this stuff, effects and presets, all this stuff up here, this stuff over here, that a lot of people get really confused about because there's just a lot. So before you touch any of this, you have to do a new composition. So let's just type in Command N, and that'll bring up this window, composition settings. And I don't want to get into the advanced stuff, so let's just go over here and let's select what we were filming in, what settings. I was filming for this video 1920 by 1080, I think. I don't know if it was the other HD, and it was 24 frames per second. And over here, where the duration is, it's going to start in 0, don't mess with that. And don't get confused by the word frame. So, yeah. And make the duration as long as you think the clip is going to be. I'm going to say 10. That might cut off a little bit of it, though. And for the pixel aspect ratio, you just probably want it to be this, right there. So, yeah, I mean, that's what I'm shooting in. Just confirm with what you're shooting in. And I'm shooting in 24. So let's press OK now. We're getting this black screen, and you're probably going to be a little bit confused. To import your video, you're going to want to go to File, and this is where all your importing and export new project stuff is. And you want to go to Import, File, or Multiple Files. And there's all this other stuff in here, like vanishing points. We're going to learn about that later, hopefully, if I keep doing tutorials. So File, find the file you want. I think I'm going to go ahead and do Screen City. Yeah, so this is chroma keyed out already, so this should be okay. And this is it's 1280 by 720, so that was a little screwed up, sorry you guys. Wrong aspect. And you're going to notice probably, because I set it in a quarter, that my video is going to look pretty bad, but it's actually in full resolution. Looks like that. But I had to put it at a quarter because my computer isn't that fast. So let's go, and you're going to notice it's really zoomed in. Don't press anything. Go to this over here, magnification pop-up ratio, and set it to 50 so you can see it backed up a little bit. And don't stretch it or anything. You can stretch it a little bit if you want just to make it fit. But there you go. And yeah, quarter resolution is what I'm going to be watching. But make sure your file size and everything's right. Otherwise, it won't look right. So what you want to do now is you have this in here. And you want to apply some effects to it. This is the complicated part. This is the part that you're going to have to... You're a little bit on your own. So say if you have a plugin installed, like Filmagic Pro. We'll get into plugins later. Say if you have that installed, you just go to here in Effects and Presets. It might be on Brushes. Click that. And type in what you want. I'm going to type in Filmagic Pro. And what Filmagic Pro is something by Video Copilot that allows you to just automatically color correct things to make them look like film. This was already color corrected, but yeah. So I don't really like this effect. So we can mess with it over here, but that's very complicated. We're going to get into that later. But if you want to undo an effect that you don't like, you go up to Edit, Undo Apply Effects. So let's just say we want it to be plain. That looks pretty okay. So say now we got our footage and we want to crop it a little bit. It ends over here. So say we want it to end over here somewhere. You want to drag the work area end over here, and when you drag this to the work area. And this video is really long, so you're going to have to drag it along and just drag it to here, drag it forward, doesn't matter. and you want to make it fit the work area. If your composition doesn't fit the work area, it's only going to export the work area, I think. And the work area is only what you're going to see. It's only going to play until this end right here. And you probably want to make your work area what you're going to be editing right now. Excuse me. So now that we've got that, say we just want this to be, our thing. Want to make sure it's okay, color corrected and whatnot. And just one more effect I'm going to go over. If you want to make all your effects are also up here in animation presets. We'll go over all of this later, but just think about it. Just put a few things in your brain. And now that we're all done with this, we're going to go to File, and we're going to go to Export. If you're in CS5, you're going to have to go to Composition, Add to Render Queue, and if you want to export it as an MOV file. And all your settings are there. You just click Render, and it'll render out to this. So this is my first CS5 Adobe tutorial. Hope you liked it, and goodbye.